What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Entre Mike back with the Entre Short for Entrepreneur. And in this video, we're going to be going over tips and tricks on how you can make $5,000 a week with a box truck in 2025, heading into peak season. As we're going to go over this week's data, we're going to see that the rates have overall increased in the market across all boards. So I'm really excited to make this video. Before we get started, make sure you guys like the video. This video is sponsored by Riviera, the best choice for freight factoring in the industry. More on that once we get into the video. All right, guys. And like I said, before we get too deep into the video, a lot of guys are going to ask which platform this is. This is DAT, also known as Dollar Truck, one of the top loads boards for box trucks in the industry. And I am using the DAT Office subscription. So this subscription is pretty expensive. It's around $300 a month to show you guys the best content available on DAT, but I wouldn't suggest that, if you're a beginner to start off with a $300 a month package. I just wanted to show you guys this real quick too. These are the different packages you get, and with the link in the description with the 10% discount for the first year. So like, just realize this video is using Office, but when I was over the road myself, I never went any higher than the DAT 1 Pro, right? This select an Office is probably if you're going to have multiple trucks. So just keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and get into the rest of the video. So this is some of the data that I'm excited to show you guys. As far as really every perspective, if you want to look at the last week that we covered, spot loads are up 13%. Now, this is the load to truck ratio, just showing that the loads per truck in each area for vans have went up. And also the spot rates have went up 0.5%. Flatbed 6.7% for load to truck, and for reefer 17.3%. They have been on fire lately. But for this video, we're focusing on the dry straight box. So let's go ahead and go into the rates. As you can see for the rates, the only place where there was a pretty big bump up, I think 3 cents per mile, was in the Midwest. Other than that, everywhere else went up maybe a cent or two. So nothing major as far as the rates. You can see here as far as the contract rates and spot rates going into peak season, we are seeing a slight uptick. And let me show you the load to truck ratio real quick. Here's the load to truck ratio showing for the map right now. Like I said, you usually want to go where there's more loads than trucks in that area. That just means you'll have a higher chance of negotiating for better freight. And this is really interesting too. This is probably my favorite chart so far. Like, this is the trend lines for load to truck ratio and 2023 and 2024, which is the red and green line. Then 2025, we're seeing another uptick. So it's just showing that going into peak season, fingers crossed that we're going to see one of the, most bullish load to truck ratios as well as rates that we've seen in the past 3 years combined. So that is great news going into 2026. That we could see another uptick in rates and making people more money. That's what this whole channel is about, just helping you guys find out how to make money, and hopefully this data can help you make better decisions. So now that we're on DAT, we're going to go into the search loads option. We're already here. We're going to start off with Charlotte because that was at the top of the list on last week's video. And it's a lot going on. Like I said, with Office, you can see when loads are posted and taken off of there. So it's going to look a little different than usual. You can also see over here if they've gotten canceled. That just means that they've probably already gotten booked. But let's go to the highest rate out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And before we go too deep into it too, for the new guys watching, origin is Charlotte. That's just what we're searching for. DHO means deadhead origin. This is how many miles you got to travel to pick up. We don't want to see any loads outside of 150 miles. 150 miles for the deadhead destination would mean that if I'm trying to go to, let's say, Columbus, Ohio, within 150 miles of there, the pickup and the destination, this is what I would look for. Obviously, there's nothing going in that direction right now, but you get the point. For equipment type, I do have reefer on here. It's not going to be a ton of straight box reefer loads on here. So most of the loads on here are going to be straight box truck and van. If we see a reefer load, we'll point it out. I just, I got a lot of guys who are looking to get into reefer, so I just want to add that to the list. As far as load type, we're going to do full and partial because we want to see all the loads available. For the length, we got 26 feet. Weight, 10,000 pounds. Of course, if you're a 14, 16 foot box truck, you want to update this. If you can only scale 6,000 to 8,000 pounds or less than that, you want to update this as well. For date range, let's do Monday and Tuesday, and then we're going to search. So right now, the highest rate coming out of Charlotte, North Carolina is going from Greensboro, North Carolina, going to Medford, Oregon. Now, what I really like about DAT as well is that they show the spot rates and contract rates on the board, right? So for contracts, a lane like this going from Greensboro to Medford, Oregon area, the Medford market, you can see it's about $1.67 on average, right? Spot market is around $1.54, whereas this load is half of that. So just keep that in mind when you're negotiating for your freight. Something else for somebody new watching this. I want you guys to pay attention to this credit score, right? That's a 95. So Riviera Finance is going to be the factoring company that I am partnered with personally. So if you guys need a factoring agent, check out the link for Riviera Finance in the description. They have 25 plus offices, across the entire country. And they also work with box trucks. Previous people that I've worked in the past with for factoring have kind of moved away from working with box trucks. So if you guys are a box truck watching this video looking for freight factoring, check out Riviera Finance. Back to the video. So we're not going to get caught up on this too long. Let's go to the next one. Same load. Florence, South Carolina, going to Roswell, New Mexico. $1.16. Like I said, the average spot rate for something like this is around $1.72. So, do with that as you will as far as negotiating the rate. Let's go ahead and go to the highest rate per mile, because that's just the highest rate. We got $1,400, $2.31 a mile to go from Piedmont, South Carolina to New Orleans, Louisiana. Like I said, the spot rate for this is usually around $2 a mile, but we're at $2.31, so this is a pretty good box truck load. No comments on this load. 26 feet, 3,400 pounds, not too heavy, so that's good news. Let's look at the next one. We got Charlotte to Pennsylvania, $1.99. So usually a lane like this would be $2.25. We're at about $2. So like I said, just use this data as far as your negotiation tactics, right? All right. And let's go ahead and get on to our next search. Believe it or not, it is. All right, next search is Albany, New York. Don't get that too often. Going up in New York. Got a lot of results. Let's go ahead and go to the highest rate. We got $2,500 to go all the way to California. You'd only get $1.25 for something like this anyways. 26 feet, 9,500 pounds. These long hauls don't really pay the most, so I wouldn't take a load like that, especially for 90 cents a mile, but yeah. Next load we got is $2,400 to go from New Jersey to Hammett, Louisiana. Reefer box truck only. So this is a reefer load for all my guys who like to ask how many reefer loads are on here. You get to kind of see them. They'll post the degrees that they're at, and then it's only one pallet. So that's crazy, right? The issue with reefers though is that you can't really partial freight, because let's say it's some some produce that you got to put on your truck along with this, and it needs to be at 30 degrees, or you might have some freight that need to be at -5 degrees, right? So go ahead and go to the highest rate per mile. We got a lot of search results in this video. We got New Jersey to Vermont, no dispatch services. $600 for 293 miles. See, that's pretty off on the spot rate. We got New Jersey. We already saw that one. Let's go to this one right here. Saddlebrook, New Jersey to Florida. So we got about 1,200 miles for $1.69 a mile, about $1.70. So $2,000 for that 2-day trip. So you'll make $1,000 a day, but that rate per mile isn't where you kind of want it to be for, especially going to Florida, the Panhandle. Just to show you an example of what a market like this pays, on average, at least. I mean, look at the highest rate per miles coming out of this part of Florida. We're talking $1.21. So just keep this in mind when you're booking freight down into Florida. No hate to my Florida guys, right? But just being honest, as far as like the rate per miles coming up out of Florida, right? All right, let's go ahead and go into the next search. Got good old Chicago, Illinois. This is probably one of the best places for freight. easily top 3. I had it at number 1 for myself when running freight. For the highest rate, we got $3,000, $1.50. We're not looking at that. $2,500 to go from East Chicago, Indiana to Arizona. 26 feet, 5,000 pounds, $1.38 on the rate per mile. That's around what the spot average is right now. Of course, you can get a few $100, but that's just the average. Let's see what the highest rate per mile is looking like out of Chicago. 365, man, or 368. So 1460 for about 400 miles. That's pretty impressive. You can see we're almost double the average spot rate for that. Let's see. We got Chicago, Illinois to Charleston or Charlestown, Indiana. 341 a mile. That's pretty close to the spot rate, right? So we got 26 feet, 3,000 pounds. TQL, this is a brokerage that'll usually take you honestly the first day with active insurance. So that's pretty solid, right? Got 247 a mile going from Rockford, Illinois to Aberdeen, South Dakota. Sorry. Let's get out of here. There we go. For 247 a mile. So $1,500 for a 1-day trip. You can do this 600-mile drive probably in about 10 hours in a straight box truck, even if you're governed at 67 miles an hour, right? You just got to be pushing it. And then we'll look at one more. Let's look at this one going from Elwood to St. James, Missouri. $850 for 354 miles. Now, this is posted for a van, but there are sometimes, depending on the clearance of your box truck, you want to be at least 96 by 96 that you can actually get this load. But if it's pretty tall at the door and you don't got swing doors, it probably won't be a possibility, right? Next search result we have is Los Angeles, California. Let's go to the highest rate. Got $4,800 to go. 2,500 miles. So a little off of the spot average for that, about 248. But we're at $1.90, which is pretty impressive. But like I said, you're still going down into Florida, right? Not gonna get tripped up on that. That's pretty impressive. Good credit score on them. Let's see what else we got. Fontana, California, over to Iowa, 244 a mile. And this is posted for a van, so you got to be careful on this. Even though it's 24 feet, 5,000 pounds, got to see if they'll load box trucks at the shipper when you call. Let's go ahead and go to the highest rate per mile. Ton of freight in this area as well. We got 368 results, and you can just see the new loads coming in. Also, I want to show you guys this, the age filter. This is going to show you how long loads have actually been on the board. And as you can see, it's a bunch of loads getting posted. This just kind of gives you an idea of how many loads are in the area. But the highest rate per mile at this current point is 244 going from Compton to Denver, Colorado. It is 1 pick, 7 drops. So this is for sure not representing the correct mileage. I could be wrong, but that's just my assumption. Same for this one going to Iowa. We don't know if it's multiple drops. I don't see any comments for it right now, but just want you guys to keep that in mind. We got 231 a mile to go from Ontario, California to Washington. Don't leave pallets. 1 pick, 4 drops. So this is white glove work too for about 231 a mile. It depends on where these things are dropping off at. So we really don't know where these loads are dropping off at to know if this is a really good rate per mile. And that's going to be it for today's spot market update. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see content like this next week, and you want to see your city and state, drop down your city and state in the comment section so we can review it in next week's video. Like the video, guys. Like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.